Hi everyone. Today, let's talk about horses. Horses are pretty amazing. They're beautiful, strong, graceful, and intelligent. They can run totally wild or be trained to serve in battle or on parade on the showground. They are simply magnificent animals. But here's the thing. As beautiful as they are, God is simply not that into horses. There's something else that brings him greater delight. Psalm 147 verse 10 and 11 says this: His pleasure is not in the strength of the horse, nor his delight in the legs of the warrior. The Lord delights in those who fear him, who put their hope in his unfailing love. God is not that into horses and is not that impressed with a trained warrior. What he is into, what impresses him and brings him absolute delight, is when he finds a man or a woman who fear him and put their hope in him. You know, it's a big mistake to think that what impresses man automatically impresses God. Truth is, whatever strength or ability we have was given to us in the first place. Yes, we have a responsibility to be the best that we can, but ultimately, God is looking at the condition of our heart and not the skill of our hands. He's looking for those who constantly recognize the awesome reality of who God is. Those who keep a humble heart and live to worship him, who see him as both the creator and the ruler of all things, and yet at the same time, the one who's become their heavenly Father, who loves them unreservedly. And he looks for those who look to him, to those who put their hope and trust in the knowledge that nothing can separate them from his love, that no matter what circumstance may come, no matter what mistakes we may have made, God's love will always remain unshaken. He delights in hearts like that because he knows that they are totally free of all striving. They're not trying to find their identity in the things that impress the world. They're not trying to be the best looking horse or the most deadly warrior. They are completely at ease with who they are, knowing they've been fearfully and wonderfully made by God himself. And when the challenges come, they find hope, knowing that the one who created them will never abandon them. God's just not that much into horses, but he's seriously into you and I. We may not be perfect. In fact, we may have all sorts of faults and weaknesses, but if we call on him as our Father, if we trust in him as the one who will always see us through, it ignites a joy like nothing else can. It's a huge thought, but out of all of creation, it's only you and I that can bring him that much delight.